Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Mowers. Good morning. I've been dreading this project for quite a while. I wanted to take care of all my push mowers first before I started working on this thing. I hate two-stroke stuff. Hate it. But I'm down to 5 mowers, push mowers. Not counting the green lawn boy, which I absolutely love, by the way. It really mows my yard very well. But that's reserved for my friend Robert Nighthawk when he comes to get it. Probably next year. Anyway, so I've got like 3 Toros and 1 MTD with the big XT7. Been messing with that auto choke thing for a while. Still doesn't run right. I think I might have to change the thermostat on the muffler. I'm gonna try that, see if it works right. But you know, after you pull it and run it for about minute and a half, 2 minutes, it does open up the choke and run fine, but it takes a while. Kind of a lousy design, you know what I mean? But that's for another day. I'm out of push mowers, but unfortunately my friend Mike from Mike's Lawn Service Babylon has 3 more mowers for me. So whenever I'm out around his area, I'll go pick it up, and then I'll have 3 more things to do. Like, I don't have enough to do. Got like 3 tractors to do. I'm not looking forward to that, you know. So look, this thing starts on starting fluid, okay? But it doesn't prime, right? And then recently I figured out why, but I think it has to do with the fact that I've been trying so hard to prime it with the bulb that the bulb is now split and broke. So I'm gonna have to take this whole carburetor off, replace the primer bulb at least, open up the carburetor both sides, metering diaphragm area and the primer bulb area to see what's wrong with this carburetor. Worst comes to worst, I know this thing runs, right? And the fuel lines and the fuel filter and all that stuff seems to be okay. Plus the throttle and the ground and all that stuff seems to be good, which means that worst comes to worst, I just buy a new $10 or $15 carburetor, pop it on, this would be good to go. This is a good machine. It's pretty heavy, you know what I mean? It needs a little bit more cleaner duct tape to go over that gray stuff that he has over here. I'm not really sure what this is, but I'm gonna take this apart. I'm gonna take apart the carburetor, and we're gonna see what's up with this thing. Like a brand new filter. 2 Phillips studs right here. I don't think anybody's ever been in here before, because the guy I got it from, Darren's brother, his brother's rich. He lives in a place called Laurel Hollow. Doesn't that just sound rich? Anyway, I used to work around there, and I know the area very well. It's very well-to-do, if you know what I mean. So I doubt that he worked on anything, especially given the fact that, you know, he just bought a brand new one, bought a brand new snowblower, and just gave me the rest, you know what I mean? So he doesn't care. Here's the linkage to the throttle. Black one goes into this one, clear one goes into that one. I just got to remember that. Good thing I have a video to show that too. I'm going to get those fuel lines off and we'll check out the carburetor. Wow, that was easy. So here's the carburetor. It's really dirty, and as you can see, this primer bulb is just get a toothbrush, brush off the dirt so you can see things better. This carburetor is a Zama. Zama wanna bing bong. It's got your 2 high and low fuel adjustment screws, which sometimes is the culprit to why it doesn't run or start, you know what I mean? It could be, guy could have turned it all the way to the end and it just won't start, you know, because it's not getting any gas or something. That could be it, but I doubt it because, like I said, I don't think the guy took this apart at all. So that's, you know, cleaned out this dried oil and all that, and being that we have to replace the primer bulb, we'll take that apart first. See if I can use my impact to do this without taking a screwdriver out. Very easy. Like it's not even tight at all. Which could be the problem too. So here we go. This primer bulb is DONESKI. I'm gonna go get a new primer bulb. So here's the original one that's busted, and I've got a brand new clear one and a bigger pink one. When I say bigger, I just mean like maybe a millimeter or two higher. But if you look at the diameter of the primer bulb, it's exactly the same. And I compare it to the original one, and the diameter is identical.
Identical.
On this part here, before we install the primer, there's also two more Phillips to remove this top part. That's not very tight either. Just to see what's in it. I mean, literally, it's like barely on there. No clicks. You guys didn't hear any clicks, did you? All right, I have to remember where this goes. Remember, the fuel mixture screws are on the top along with this idle screw here. Both inputs for the fuel and return on this side. Just so it's in your head, you can remember. Looks clean. It's a little piece of debris there. It looks like dried ethanol. And that doesn't seem to be moving very much. You know what I mean? It's not springy. Kind of feels hard and rigid. There's no spring to it. That could be an issue. This part here, the diaphragm, metering diaphragm, pushes down on this so that fuel can go through. Let's take this gasket off and see underneath. Seems pretty clean. However, it's supposed to be is there supposed to be a spring? No. Carb spray to clean out this area. It's okay to me, except for the fact that this is not really very, it doesn't do anything, you know? Doesn't seem like it, but I'm sure if stuff's going on, like priming and stuff like that, here, we'll put this back on. Oh, that's this bad one. It's the new one. We'll put this back on. Okay, it works, because when I push this, some excess carb spray came out of here, so it is pushing it. So I put the top part back on, put the new primer bulb back in here. It's kind of stiff, and I don't feel any air coming out of here, or any suction. Let's take the bottom part off. That was a little tighter. Okay, screw part, same side as the thing. It looks clean. This mesh part over here is usually clogged with stuff, but it's clean. So kind of a mystery as to why it didn't work. Everything seems clean. I don't know. It's all clean too. Very clean. Put everything back and see. I'm putting a little bit of a 2-stroke True Fuel in here just to fill up the reservoir a little bit more, so I know for sure the fuel filter is submerged and it's going to be getting gas. Sometimes you do all this and you have no gas in there, you know? Anyway, I connected this and I've been pushing this primer for a while. It doesn't seem to be sucking or pushing air through the lines. So I have a feeling the valve, the primer bulb, is blocked or something. Because this was the same problem I had when I first got this, is that it just didn't seem to prime. Like I'm just pushing and pushing and there's no air going through at all, you know? I'm gonna see if I have another thing that looks just like this. Maybe it's the valve. Maybe I have to try to poke some holes through there. You guys are not gonna believe this. I went to go look in my box of parts. I bought this a long time ago, maybe over a year ago, brand new, because I was gonna change the carburetor. But while I was waiting for this, I fixed the carburetor and I sold it. So when this carburetor came, I just threw it in my box and said, oh, I'll use it someday. That someday is right now. What are the chances that I bought exactly the same carburetor? I mean, this is a little different. This is square and that's, you know, oval. But look at it. It's an exact copy of a Zama, see? So of course, I'm just gonna try this new carburetor, plug it onto here and see if it primes, because that one was not priming. I'm sure of that. If this doesn't prime right now, then there's something wrong with the lines. And there could be something wrong with the lines because it doesn't seem to be getting any kind of fuel. Look at this, guys. I know why it's not sucking any. I just took the grommet out and look at that. It's a split hose. That's why it's not getting any fuel. So this old carburetor, other than the primer bulb, is probably good. So I'm just going to try this. I'm going to cut the part that's split right there. Man, that's very brittle. And we'll stick this back on here again and try. It's still not priming. So maybe this fuel line has another leak in it somewhere. I unraveled the entire fuel lines so that I could see if there was a leak in the fuel lines. Dunked the fuel line directly in there, changed the fuel filter, and now it's starting to prime and the return. As you can see, the return is shooting fuel back into the tank again. And it is getting fuel, and it's easy to do. This is the new carb. So I'm just going to put it together again. Alright, so I put the carburetor on. It seems to be priming. Seems to be getting gas. We got it on full throttle. Just gonna give it a try, guys. It's on choke. That's a good sign. Let's take it off the choke. doesn't shut off. Okay, I put everything back again. These wires were disconnected, so I reconnected them. That one was loose and this one was super loose. So I reconnected them, and now, oh, I had to fix this. This thing was kind of wobbly, so I drove a screw in there and put all the fuel lines back, put the air filter back. Look at that idle, huh? And now the switch shuts off. Very cool. So basically it was the primer bulb that was bad. Also the fuel line was split, it was leaking, and the fuel filter dropped in. So I had to put another fuel filter on there. I didn't have to replace the line, I just cut it. It's long enough to reach. Looks like it has more slack. Instead of fixing the primer bulb, I had an exact replacement carburetor, brand new. Just slapped that baby on, primed it for a while just so it gets, you know, gets that circuit going. I had to spray a little bit of stuff into the carburetor first just to get it started, you know, and then it started priming, no problem. Did a little bit of an adjustment on high throttle, and it now idles great. Runs fantastic. Got some new Gorilla Tape here. Just gonna take some Gorilla Tape and wrap it around here. Just to make it more black. There you go. Make sure you get the echo words on the side. And there we go. Good as new. So there it is. There's my PB-603 Echo backpack blower. We fixed it in about, I don't know, I've been out here like an hour, you know, taking it easy. Runs great. Now it's ready for sale. It's really nice. Maybe I'll keep it. No, I'm not gonna keep it. I've got a Red Max and a Vandermullen. I'll probably list this for $175. Take as low as $125. Gives me about $50 negotiation room, you know what I mean? So that people think they're getting a good deal. It's a great deal for me because I got it for free. That's right, free. 100% profit. That's why I don't buy stuff. Just get them for free. Get the full price for it. There's no upfront costs for me. Well, I guess if you count the $8 carburetor that I bought a year ago. Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on today's episode. Enjoy the day. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. Hey guys, Boba and I want to thank you for all the support of Mowers and Blowers. If you'd like, make a short video clip like these, and I'll put it as an outro in my future videos.
Hey Henry, it's Andy from the UK, aka Mower Wizard. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers!
Hey, if you guys enjoyed the video, remember to give me a like. Also, comment below. Subscribe. Remember, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It's free, right? Also, hit that little bell. That way you'll get post notifications whenever there's a new video, and you won't miss out on any of them. Remember to follow my Instagram and Facebook, as well as, if you'd like to donate $1 or $2, paypal.me/mowersandblowers. Really appreciate all the support. Also, to keep the videos coming every day, support the channel. Bye.